Hey guys, Almost Addicted here, and today I will be transforming a Minecraft village or a Minecraft island. And basically this is a really different video than you're probably used to watching. So yeah, just a pre-warning. So what's going to be happening in this video today is I'm going to be using some World Painter. This is my very first try on World Painter, so I'm going to be making a little island with a World Painter. And what I'm going to be using custom trees. I'm going to be using all the builds pretty much in my medieval sort of thing to make a village out of. So you can actually go in the description now and check out all the builds that are going to be on this island, and they're all block for block tutorials, and you can make your very own island from this. So hopefully you get a bit of inspiration. It's going to be a little long-winded with the World Painter, but you might learn something. And even if you haven't got World Painter, you can kind of see what you can kind of do in Minecraft, and this is how most people make terrains and stuff that are a bit customized. So also at the end I'm going to do a cinematic, and then I'm going to do a walk around the whole place. I'm going to actually do the cinematic in the Conquest texture pack, but I will do the walk around in default so everybody gets to see what it's like down on the ground. So without further ado, let's do this video and slap that like button. It really does help. Okay. Right, so this video is definitely going to be a different one. I'm going to start off in World Painter. I am a complete noob at this, so I'm going to start a new world. And then I'm going to keep it 60 by 40 dimensions, and then I'm going to make it on, I'm going to take the hills down a little bit. I'm going to take the level down to, I'd say about 44, and then I'm going to keep the water level the same on ocean. I think that should do. So I'm going to create this world. So I've got a flat world. So now I'm going to get the tool of what you call the height and raise lower, this one. And then I'm going to use some custom brushes that I've got. I'm just going to get this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click, and then I'm going to scroll out like this. And I think I've got a peak there. So that should do. So now I'm going to get the flattened area. So this is a flatten tool. And then I'm just going to zoom in, which is control and like zoom like this. And now I'm going to flatten all this out, and then hopefully make kind of a nice little sort of mountain round like this. It can have different levels and stuff like that. I'm going to maybe bring it up here and bring some of that in, and yeah, now I'm going to go all the way around. So I've got a bit of land going round it, and then boom, there, and maybe join it out. So got something like that. I'm gonna maybe put a peak mountain maybe here, so I'm gonna scroll in and then scroll back out, which I need the other tool, this mountain tool, whatever. So I'm gonna go boom and then bring it out fast, and then it should have like a nice little mountain area. So level wise, I think about level there, which it says down here the height that you're at. So I think from height 79 and above, I'm going to put some stones. So at the above here, and then I'm going to type in 79 here. You have to bear with me though, I'm very new to this. 79, I'm going to grab my layers or terrain even. I'm going to grab some stone, and then we're going to use this spray tool. So spray tool, stone, I'm going to keep it about 50%. I might keep just kind of a circular brush or something like that. And then that is wrong. I don't know why. Oh, spray tool, stone, spray tool, still the spray tool. There we go. So now I'm just going to paint this stuff on. It should be, oh no, I didn't select that. So I'm going to go back, and then obviously from above. So I'll spray this area, and it should just keep those levels in like that. And then I'm going to use a different one. Now, I'm not very good at blending, so I'm going to give it a go. So I'll go to 78. I'm going to use this brush now and kind of scatter these around like this. So it's kind of blending it out. And then we'll go down another, so to level 77, and blend it out like that. And that should blend that area nice. And then for the cap at the very top, let's see how high that is. It's 103, 102. I'll maybe go 100. So I'm going to try some snow, deep snow like this, from 100 and above. like this. Let's get 100. Hopefully this will do. Right, I'm going to use the circle tool. 100 and above, like that, for that peak. And then we're going to go to use this brush again, which is kind of scattered and stuff like that. We're going to go down to 99, click around. And then we'll go to 98, click around there. So it's kind of, hopefully, we should have like a nice little thing going on. That as well. And then let's get a little bit more going down like that. So I think that should do for now. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to this area here, which is the terrain. I'm going to press the square button, create new custom material. And in fact, I'm going to go to layers, press this plus button, add a custom object layer. And then in here, I've got some custom trees. I think it was Jeracraft. He's got some on his planet Minecraft. I'm just going to select all of these trees like this. So let's control, click and click, open. And then I think 500, in fact 400, so they're quite clumped together. So see the trees like that. If I go back on it and go like this, if I right click edit, and then as you can see the trees are a little bit more spaced out and they're not like full blown together. And then I'm going to go on, press the red, okay, and then like that, and then I can scatter some trees around the area. So I can decide to only put trees on grass, so only put trees on terrain like this, grass. And let's see, from the level of, we don't want it there, so I'd say height 76 and below. So I'm going to click off this, height 76 here, 76, and then click around there. You can probably hear my grandma singing, thanks grandma. And then I'm going to click all the way around here. I'm going to kind of try, I want it to go around here and have like a patch here, because I might have a house there or something like that. Let's get these trees going around here, so it should scatter them nice and evenly. Let's get some around this outside area here, maybe some here like this, and then around this area I'm just going to kind of get some smaller areas so I can get some houses in there. Let's get over that area. Might be able to get some odd houses up and around here, so something like this. So yeah, I've got the schematics of builds that I've done on this channel, and hopefully yeah, it should do the job. I'm gonna go around here. Right, so now the next layer down is, I'm kind of finding the very end here. So the water level is 57, I think 56 or above. No, 56 or below even. So 56 or below, I'm going to use some sand. Right, so 56 or below, I'm going to use this spray tool again, and we're going to click on the terrain. We're going to grab some sand. I'm just going to use the circular one, like this, hopefully. 56 or below. Let's try that. Let's try a little bit more. Like this, there we go. So as you can see, I'm going to up the intensity of the brush, so it should just peek around all these things. So we've got a nice beach area, and going around here as well, around the whole of the outside. I'm really noob at this, so yeah, you're going to have to bear with me. I'm just going to click around here, and then we're going to go to the next level, which is 63, 64 maybe, and just see if that does the good job there. That's nice. Let's see. So making sure we've got all that, and then I'm going to go down one more level and see if we can cover any of these in. So let's go to 65. I think that would be perfect because it just brings in a nice little bit of sand going all the way around. And yeah, so let's see. Once we've done that, I think we're ready to port this world over, and then I can do the rest from there. So I've clicked all that, so now I'm going to go on File. I'm going to go on Export this new Minecraft map, and then I'm going to generate the world. So this world, I'm just going to call it New Med. because I'm going to be using medieval sort of things. So I'm going to be transforming this village into a nice medieval one. And then I'm going to put caverns on, so we're going to have some nice caverns. And then we are going to put it on creative, so obviously we can fly around creative, turn structures off, and we're going to turn the chest of goodies off as well. And then we're going to surround it by water. In fact, I forgot to do something. So what I'm going to do is get the terrain. So this won't put any trees on, but it will kind of, there we go, like that. I'm going to put some terrain on, and I'm going to put some beachy sort of areas around here, like that. And then I'm just going to export to the world now. So export, hopefully you've got all the settings from before. So generate new world, new med, caverns, yes, please. Water, I'm going to cover it in water because obviously it is a survival island. Turn structures off, include chests, and I'm going to export it. So I'm going to go into my world and start putting these things in now. Okay, so I've landed in the world. I'm going to have a quick fly around. So as you can see, we've got some nice locations here. We've only got a few trees here and there. We've got some nice big ones. And yeah, I think this is going to be a perfect little island for putting some new stuff. And because these trees are here, I was thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back on it and add some more trees around the place, and then I can start to add some of my builds all scattered together to make this island really come to life. But as you can see, it's really super small. We've got a nice little mountain there. We can maybe have something like a mountain house there. But I'm going to use all my schematics of builds I've done on this channel, so you can check out the tutorials. They'll be in the description for each of the houses, and you can maybe replicate something like this on your very own. So yes, without further ado, let's do this. So as you can see, I've added way more trees. I'm actually doing it in the Conquest texture pack, and hopefully you get something from it. I will put all the links to every single house that I copy and paste in this in the description, apart from this dragon. So I built this dragon especially for this video. It's just a small dragon. It's not the best, so I don't know. I'm not really going to do a tutorial on the dragon, but I might do a download for this world. But as you can see, I've got a dragon up in the air to give it that medieval sort of feel. And as you can see, we've got a nice little watchout tower here. So that will be down in the description. I thought I'd put it just at the side of this little beach here. And yeah, it just complements the dragon perfectly in this little area. So we'll move on to our next area over here. Now, I wanted to try and put something by this. As you can see, we've got this little mountain. I wanted to kind of keep that mountain a little bit more hidden and out of the way. So yeah, I've added little trees as well, little houses, and I wanted to add that big thing in there as well. I've had a little cottage in there, so just scatting them all around. I've got another medieval house here, looks awesome in the medieval texture pack. I wanted this like looking out towards the ocean, and I do actually connect all these with paths as well. And as you can see, I wanted it to like be buried in there. It's like a jungle sort of temple. So it's got that jungle temple feel, and I wanted just above the jungle temple to maybe have a tree house. So I thought I'd go full out and get a massive tutorial. I've actually got this tutorial on my channel. All these are block for block tutorials on my channel, by the way, so they'll all be down in the description. I placed it on the tree there, and then I put bushes around it so it blended in. This is actually an enchantment table. There's some like medieval enchantment table. Didn't get many views on that, so I thought I'd stick that in as well. This is a big medieval house. I do actually trim up all the outside, so it's not usually all squared off. I do actually trim it up so the world actually all blends in together, and that's what you got to do, just blend it in. But I felt it kind of went quite well with it. I went for the sort of houses that kind of blend together. This is actually a windmill, this, but I put it the opposite way round. The opposite way round. But as you can see, into there, and then down here I wanted a path going down leading to another little farmhouse at the side, and then I wanted like from that farmhouse a bridge to gap that river, as you can see over there. But as you can see here, like it's all in this sort of bushy area, so we'll get some paths like running through there and some trees coming through the top. This was the build I was going for, this little kind of thing here. So I was going to put it right here, so just by that house, so it's crossing a little bridge. and going over to the other side. But I decided to just keep it so it just stayed there. I could have probably doubled it up, and obviously I built the landscape going around it. But it's been quite fun doing a bit of something like this, transforming like an island in World Painter, and then adding some of my old builds. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. So this was a huge tutorial I did on I think it was like a tree house. I think I might have done a fast tutorial on that one because it was so big. So I actually hid it within the bushes, and I was going to go through another top like with the tower going on, but decided not to. But as you can see here, I'm just now painting in all the paths, painting in all the sand at the side, so all the houses blend it in together, so hopefully it looks quite nice. But what I'm going to do after this, I'm going to roll a cinematic so you guys can see what it looks like in all its beauty and awe, and then I'm going to actually put it in the default texture pack so you guys can have a little look around, see what you think to it, and I might actually put a download link in the description for you guys. But hopefully you get a bit of inspiration at the very least from this video. That's all I ask. And yes, a bit of an extreme transformation, this one, from what I'm used to doing, but as you can see, it's quite a nice little island. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Without further ado, I think we should hit that beautiful, wonderful cinematic. Let's do this. Slap that like button, please. Okay, so let's have a little look around. This is in the default texture pack, and as you can see, I've got a tutorial for this. This is what the dragon looks like in the default texture pack, and then I'm going to have a little walk around the place. But yeah, I used redstone blocks, but obviously I was in the conquest texture pack. But yeah, it's my very first attempt at making kind of a flying dragon. I'm not very good at making small stuff like this, or organics I think it's called. But yeah, let's take a little look around. So as you can see, I've got a tutorial on this awesome thing here. As you can see, I did blend it in with the landscape, but just not very well. But you can just kind of like keep adding to it, you know, taking away, probably blending it in like this, you know, something like that, you know, so eventually it blends in. I've got this house here, which is an awesome house. It's a medieval house. I've got my windmill here, so looking around the place, even in default, it's quite cool. But what I would do is probably change up the textures on the ground like this, like scatter it about, maybe get some more grass blocks like this around, just so we can actually put grass on them, you know, so when you're walking around it looks a bit more, yeah. So these smaller houses here, we've got another one, little blacksmiths here. I don't think I've done the inside. I might have done actually, yeah. So there's a tutorial on my channel for this. It's got an enchantment table and this, and then you go upstairs, it's got like, yeah, So hopefully you get inspiration from this at the very least. That's all I ask. And then this leads you onto the bridge area here. So you can go over here and have a look down here, which is quite cool. I've got these small houses in the thing that I need to show you over here. That's down this area, like these tiny little houses. They've got like the curly flicky roofs. Look at that. It's pretty awesome. I think I've got another one over here that you can see a bit better. Yeah, I've kind of blended it in with the tops of the roof. It's got nice curly roofs on each side. And yeah, I've done a little bit of the interior as well. So yeah, you go through here and then we've got a little bit of interior and then the underground base if you would like. And then yeah, it leads you onto this bit. It's actually got a little area that you can get in. You just have to remove a few blocks because I've used a bit of world edit, so it's obviously encased it all in with bushes, but you kind of get the idea. Quite a little spacey house. There's quite a lot of room for stuff there. So yeah, that's a little tiny house there. So I will put down in the description all these houses, so don't you worry about that. So you can kind of make your own world like this. There's so much you can do. This is the bridge thing in the default. Got another little house here. I've got a tiny little home here. Look at this. This tiny little house. Boom. Look at that. Little tiny thing. Because I did it a bit of world edit, it's just a little bit of grass in there. But yeah, underground base. It's got all your bare essentials. You can just like clear out some space here. Like this. And yeah, I've got another little hut here that's got like an garden on the top. And then we followed this path around here and it takes us to, I've forgotten, but I think there is an enchantment place somewhere. I don't know if it's here. Anyway, this is the temple. So you can go up and around. It's actually poking out the back as well. But I made it more for show. So I used the black and stuff, but that's popping out there. And then we've got this on top, which is like a big, awesome house. So you can get up here. I think I did a little bit of the interior. So we've got the interior here. Got a big rooftop and then you can go up here. So I've got a tutorial on this as well. And then this little house down here. This is a pretty cool one. Got another house around here. And then I think I've done a little bit on the inside. But obviously the world edit's taken... filled it with grass like this, and then you go up into this area and then we've got some cool little features. But yeah, we've got a little balcony out the back at the top here. The enchantment place is here, this enchantment place here, so we can come to enchant things like this. Obviously this grass wouldn't be in here. I've kind of blended it in with the environment. So yeah, hopefully you got something from this. But yeah, I've got the paths winding round. I think it's just got a really nice feel to it, and this as well. This, before I forget, this huge thing here, I did do a tutorial on this. I'll put this down in the description. And yeah, this kind of blends round. I think you can walk around here, so it's just all filled in with a bush and stuff. And then you can come out onto this bit. Obviously these bushes won't be here. And we've got a balcony out here, and yeah, it goes on for ages. It's got some cool designs to it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, guys. I'm almost addicted signing out. Hopefully it's a little bit different from what you usually get from this channel. And I don't know why I've got the Alex skin. So yeah, catch you in a bit. Bye.